Well, Raos Bakery isn't just changing their food menu, they're also having a new coffee that is going to also be on the menu. And of course, Josh joins us with all of the different details. So I guess you have, what is it, 4 new coffees?
That's right. We're going to bring in 4 coffees from 4 different countries.
That's pretty cool.
And some of these coffees we've been trying today, and we're really familiar with some of them we've had in our store before, so they're not all really that new, but we wanted to bring them all together for the cultural day. And what we were just discussing on the break was this Guatemalan coffee.
Yes.
This Guatemalan coffee is unique in the sense that where it's grown is extremely high altitude. We're talking about 5,000 feet and higher, which for coffees, you really want it to be above 4,000 feet altitude.
I had no idea.
That's the exceptional coffee. So you can have coffee grown at other altitudes, but that's where the coffee that is exceptional is grown.
All right, and of course Mitchell, our director, he's joining us. He's going to be our coffee taster since I'm with Child today.
So this is our Guatemalan. Just squeeze, there you go. So it should have a fruity wine type of flavor to it, and that's just the region. That is the typical taste of the region. There's other tastes in it, but I didn't pick any of them up. I picked up fruit and wine. So obviously if it's really hot, it's better for me to taste it, so let it cool off just a little bit.
Yeah.
I know some people love really hot coffee, but to me, you can't. To me, you can't taste anything. You just taste something really hot.
Yeah, there's definitely a distinct taste though. It's not just like grabbing coffee off the shelf from local grocery store. Like you said, it does kind of have like a fruity finish to it.
Interesting. Wow.
So that's very high, 5,000 feet or higher. And then we went down a little bit to about 4,000 feet, which is still in that range that we were discussing a second ago.
Yeah.
In Costa Rica, this coffee is about 4,000 feet, and so the flavor profile is going to be a little different. It will have a vanilla, a little chocolate, maybe some nut, and also a little citrus. So you can. So
elevation really makes that much of a difference in the taste.
Sure, it sure does. I mean, the environment and the weather patterns obviously are going to affect all of these crops, and it will change every year a little bit. But these are generalizations that you should be able to pick up with these coffees.
Okay.
And one of the bigger things that people always ask us about with coffee is, why is coffee going up? Why is it more expensive? You know,
that is true.
I used to pay $1 for a cup of coffee. Why are y'all charging me $2? And one thing that this region is really fighting right now is a fungus that attacks the plant.
Oh, I think I heard about that. Okay.
So the Guatemalan, it's at a very high altitude, as we discussed, and that fungus has never affected that region because of the high altitude until the last year, where they had a change in weather and the fungus really attacked that region. So 70% of their coffee plants have been infected.
Wow.
You know, we're looking at Costa Rica, they're at about 64%, and El Salvador is about 74%. So this is the number one beverage consumed in the world other than water.
Yes.
And for these countries, like these Central American countries, you can imagine the amount of money and amount of dollars that revenue stream brings in from the coffee plants, and how if 70% of their plants are infected by this fungus, it's really going to drive the price up, but also really affect their economy.
That's what I was going to say, supply and demand. I mean, how hard is it to even get your hands on this coffee? It's not difficult to get your hands on it. You just have to pay more. Yeah.
But the amount that these farms were producing is really decreased exponentially in the last few years.
Wow, wow. All right, so is this something that you guys are going to have for a while, or is it special for the Central American Culture Day?
So we're just going to do, for Thursday, all 4 coffees all day long. We may sprinkle one here and there afterwards, but it's just for Thursday, all day Thursday.
All right, the Central American Culture Day at Raos. You can get lots of different foods and culture, and of course coffee.